Hi there, my name's Kim, and I'm making this video to tell you that it does get better. Now, when I first heard of the It Gets Better project, I was skeptical because in my heart I felt like sometimes it doesn't get better, it gets worse. And the reason why I said that was because growing up, I got harassed consistently all through grade school, all through up until high school, through high school, after high school. And so things indeed did get worse for me. But I think that what it means for things to get better is not even necessarily what happens to one or what happens in the environment or people around you, but it gets better in your head. And this video is not made just for young people. Okay, so you young folks, man, you do need to know that it will get better, and there are so many resources for you now that they didn't have when I was young. I'm 50 years old. So, but this video is also being made for older people. Okay, you don't have to be young to need to hear this message. Okay, I'm transgender. Some people call it transgender. I call it transsexual. I always knew my gender was male from when I was 3 years old on. And strangely, in my view, it's kind of strange, everyone else knew it too, especially the kids in my class. They knew about me stuff that I didn't even really even consciously know about myself. So I got harassed consistently. I wasn't allowed in the bathroom. This was in the 60s, okay? I had to wear dresses to school. I was not allowed in the bathrooms by the kids. They wouldn't let me in. And yet, I made the best of it. I didn't know, there were no resources. I didn't tell my parents any of this stuff, and I still haven't told them. So I still have to tell myself it's going to get better. I have to tell myself this every day. But you know what? Right now, I'm going to be 50 in a couple weeks, and my life is better than it's ever been. And let me tell you this. I don't have a job right now. I'm injured. I have multiple injuries. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do for work. I need to get money, and I'm not sure how I'm going to get it. A whole bunch of things are going on in my life. But guess what? My life is better because at age 48, I decided this is it. I'm going to transition to male in my body. And I wanted to do this 30 years ago, and I didn't. And you know what I did instead? I became a drug addict. I became suicidal. Okay? And I wasted a lot of years doing that. Please don't do what I did. You guys are so fortunate now. There's so many support groups, so many people you can talk to. Videos on YouTube. This stuff didn't exist. The internet wasn't around. Imagine that. So, this is for the youth and, like I said, for older people. I knew I wanted to transition a long time ago, but I didn't do it until age 48. I took action, and I went to the doctor, and I got testosterone, and I'm doing it all correctly and being monitored, and I go to Ingersoll Gender Center, which is a great place, you guys. If you live in Seattle or around Seattle, Ingersoll is amazing. Seattle Counseling Service, amazing place. It's been around like 40 years or longer. I think since the 60s. If you're in Seattle. If you're LGBT in any manner, you can use Seattle Counseling Service. You can go to Ingersoll Gender Center. I go there now. So at age 48, when I pretty much thought all was lost, and this was a do or die situation, really. It was like, I can live miserably for the rest of my life trying to fake being a lesbian, which I never felt comfortable in. Just trying to ignore my body and not date and all kinds of stuff. Or I could kill myself, or I could transition. And I chose the only option that was open to me that was a realistic option, which was transitioning, and I knew I had to do it. And it was scary, and I had to tell all my friends, and I still haven't told my parents. So that's another issue, but there are resources out there, and I'm using them, and I am becoming much happier in my life. This transition was the best thing I could have ever done. My depression was like 75% gone in about 3 months. Now, I'm not saying hormones is the answer, and this video specifically is for people who are consider themselves transgender, or they're confused about gender, or if they're transsexual like me, they know their gender, but they just need their body to match it. So I'm not going to offer specific advice because that's, you know, but there's a lot of information on the internet. There's something called the Hudson's Guide. You guys can look it up. Google it. There's so much information out there for you guys now. And you can go on YouTube. You can watch my videos. They're under Kim Doglove. And I kept my name Kim. I changed it from Kimberly to Kim, and I'm keeping it. Kim's a male name too. But you know, I still get some flack for that. And it's just it's a struggle. Life is a struggle, but I still now finally, because I took action, I feel happier than I ever have before. And there's a lot of ways to go. And in fact, my friends are making a documentary of my experiences and what's going on, and that'll come out eventually after I have surgery. But you know, all of these things are happening because I had faith and I took a chance and I used resources. And there's so many resources, you guys, seriously. Especially if you're in Seattle. Now, those of you who are in other states or maybe in the Midwest or something, it's not as easy. I'm sorry that it isn't. But you can still do it. You can do it. There's a huge community on YouTube, on Facebook. You can find resources and people to talk to. And so it does get better. My life's getting better every day. And I just wish I would not have waited so long to take the steps I needed to take. And my message to you, whether you're young or old, is please don't turn to drugs and alcohol. They're not going to solve your problem at all. And, you know, killing yourself, it's not going to help anything either. It's going to make everyone who loves you super sad, and you're not going to be able to give to the world. And I know each and every one of you can give to the world and help other people. I didn't think I could, but I'm trying really hard now to do that. And I just think it's really important to know that you are loved, okay? You are loved, and you can be who you are. Take a chance and ask questions and find support. It does get better. I'm living proof of that. Get it? I'm living, okay? I didn't kill myself, and I'm so glad I didn't. So you can do it. And I thank Dan Savage for starting this product. He's an amazing guy. And sorry, not product, this project. And, you know, I believe in it. And the whole community of YouTube and video and social networking now is amazing. And it can be annoying, but it can also be incredibly helpful. So for anyone, LGBT, but especially transgender, transsexual youth, or older people like me, it's never too late, and it's never too early either. So find resources and do what you have to do. All right. It does get better.